Let's do that again. Why are you mute? I'm not mute anymore. Grover, don't do this to me. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been working all day, and now it's after work. I'm Joe. We're back with another episode of the After Work Show. We're gonna get into it in just a minute here. But yeah, I'm not mute anymore. Yes, I'm not mute anymore. Perfect. All right. Yeah, sorry. This is going to be a short stream tonight. We probably won't go that long. Maybe like 30, 45 minutes tops. I'll throw on a vodcast afterwards. I might be back later on with like a PS4 game that I got a review copy for. So I'm not 100% sure if that'll happen today, but just throwing that out there. That'll happen at some point this week. Another episode of the After Work Show tomorrow. We'll be talking E3 predictions. What will be left? Because, I mean, Nintendo and Pokemon Company have blown, like, their load. It makes me wonder what the hell is left for E3. So there's going to be, we'll talk about that tomorrow for sure. We'll do a full show. We'll do a full episode. There's news that's still coming out that we want to talk about for tomorrow. I'll save all the discussions then. Today we're here to talk about Pokemon Direct. Earlier today, Nintendo posted up. Wow, that is really delayed. No? Yes? No? Okay, yeah. Sorry. Boom. But yeah, if you're having any video issues, just hit the refresh. That should fix everything. If not, go to your gear on the in my actual video. If quality source doesn't work, go to advanced and uncheck HTML5 player. That most of the time solves the issue. But yes, moving on. Pokemon Direct came out today. I didn't get to watch it. I was at work, but I got most of the info from you guys in the Discord. Thank you so much. Specifically 025 dumping all the info in there. I was like so upset. I was like running around doing a million things. I'm like at work, I'm like trying to get everything ready so that way like nothing terrible can happen while I'm away for a week. I'm cutting my vacation short actually because I have to come back early to take care of a few projects there, which that's another story. I don't want to get into it. I want to talk happy stuff. Pokemon makes me happy. Let's do this. What I'm gonna do here is we're gonna play the full 8-minute video. It's very short. I'm gonna mute myself. We're gonna watch it together. If you guys have watched it already, come back in about 8 minutes. If you don't want to watch it again, I totally understand. But I haven't seen it, so here we go. Let's do this, and then we will discuss everything that is been shown in today's Pokemon Direct. So let's let her rip. It would help if capture card didn't auto adjust to HDMI when I switched it. Normally does. I guess today it didn't. Now it should work. Alec, what's going on? Cromer, what's going on? Goldheart, what's going on? All right, let's do this. Gonna mute myself.
Hello everyone, I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, I'll be delivering the latest news about Pokemon from our offices. As many of you know, Nintendo launched its new system, Nintendo Switch, on March 3rd. You may even be playing some games on your own Nintendo Switch already. And now, finally, we are excited to announce a Pokemon game for the system. Our first title on Nintendo Switch will be the Pokemon fighting game, Pokken Tournament Deluxe. We've prepared a special trailer to showcase the game. Please take a look.
wake up on a new day, running through the highway, working on my big dream. Can't stop the sunstream, soaking up the sunshine, gazing at the skyline, reaching out for the top, moving on and never stop.
I'm gonna need that exclamation as a GIF for me whenever we get a new follower. It's gonna be an exclamation point. Wow. Aww. Jeez. Here we... Wow, we're going right into this. Okay. Of course, of course, of course. Just throw a bunch of
that.
Mega Evolution forms. Why not?
Takes full advantage of the variety of gameplay modes made possible by Nintendo Switch. You can, of course, connect your console to a TV to enjoy dynamic Pokemon battles on a larger screen, or if you want, you can play in tabletop mode, share one of your Joy-Con with another player, and dive into a match anytime, anywhere. In the Wii U version of Pokken Tournament, players could choose from 16 playable Pokemon. In addition to those, the Nintendo Switch version will include Darkrai, Scizor, Empoleon, and Krogunk, as well as Decidueye from Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, for a total of 5 new playable Pokemon.
Jeez, that's pretty dope. That is pretty dope.
On top of that, you can enjoy 3 versus 3 team battles, as well as online ranked matches and friend-only group matches. We're really giving it the deluxe treatment.
Jeez.
Pokken Tournament Deluxe will launch on September 22nd.
That's a nice fall title right there.
Starting on June 13th in LA at this year's E3, one of the world's largest gaming conventions, we will have a playable demo for you to enjoy at the show. We're also planning on including this title on Nintendo Treehouse Live. In addition,
you guys are going to want me to play that, aren't you?
Full-on invitational tournament.
And a tournament!
As an on-stage event, which we're live streaming right from the show floor. So please look forward to it. As for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon, which we announced in that new trailer just a few moments ago, I would like to pass it on to someone who can tell you more about it.
Hello, everyone.
And I'll
I'm
jump back
Masuda
into the
from
chat
Game
once the
I'd
direct
like to
ends,
introduce
guys.
you to
I
the latest
apologize.
installments of the Pokemon series for the Nintendo 3DS family of systems, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon. These games offer an alternate story taking place in the world of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, featuring Pokemon that didn't appear in the original versions. New features will allow you to enjoy your adventure even more, making this truly an Ultra title. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon will see a simultaneous global release on the Nintendo 3DS family of systems November 17th. Please stay tuned for more information.
Get it? Because Ultra Beasts? Oh gosh, here it is, guys.
I have one more announcement for you. This fall, we'll release Pokemon Gold version and Pokemon Silver version for the Virtual Console service on Nintendo 3DS. Pokemon Gold version and Pokemon Silver version were originally released in 1999 as the second installment in the Pokemon series. With these Virtual Console releases, we've recaptured all the fun of those original Game Boy Color games, and both will become compatible with the Pokemon Bank.
That's a
application.
2DS XL screen, just pointing that out.
Reliving the excitement all over again. The games will launch on the same day as Pokken Tournament Deluxe, September 22nd.
Thank you, Mr. Masuda. We'll be hard at work on Pokken Tournament Deluxe for Nintendo Switch, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon for Nintendo 3DS, and Pokemon Gold version and Pokemon Silver version for the Nintendo 3DS Virtual Console service for all of you Pokemon fans. That's it for today.
Jeez. Jeez Louise. Wow, okay. It's like, here, let's throw you something just a little bit, just a little taste right here. Bam, bam, bam! Like, what the hell? Oh my god, guys, alright. This is why I love these directs. These Nintendo directs, these Pokemon directs, Fire Emblem directs. It's just like, it gets to the point. They show you what they want to show. They don't waste any time. Just go into it. Freaking, oh my god, guys. So, we do have a Switch title. We've got technically a new 3DS title, and we got some Virtual Console stuff to talk about, which is pretty dope. I don't even know where to begin. Let's start with the chat, because there was a lot going on before when I was all muted and everything. So let's well, I was half muted. I unmuted myself. I couldn't contain myself. I couldn't contain it. I'm sorry. This is Tame Joe right now. This is Joe thinking a million things at the same time outside of this stream right now. Oh man, Hunter, Alec, Sonic Master, Goldheart, Vigorous Venom, Cromer, L1 Metal Gaming. What's going on, peeps? How y'all doing? Oh my goodness. Joe, my sister has that game for Wii U. Oh, Pokken Tournament, dude. You should borrow your Wii U, your sister's Wii U, and we'll battle. I'm terrible at Pokken Tournament. Oh gosh, man, I am so bad at that game. Oh man, yeah. Memories. I'm gonna buy it again, just get my butt whooped again, and with 5 new characters again. Jeez. Nintendo should release remasters of the old games like Leaf Green, Fire Red, Emerald, and Ruby on the 3DS. I'm wondering though if that's where they're headed with the older titles, because we do have a DS version of Gold and Silver already. Red and Blue were the only ones we didn't get remakes on the DS because they were already on the Game Boy Advance with Fire Red and Leaf Green. I wonder if that's sort of what Nintendo's trying to do. Last year we got Red and Blue. That was February last year, I believe. And then now this year we're getting Gold and Silver. So maybe next year we might get something else. We might get the 3rd gen on Virtual Console. I mean, Pokemon Company is clearly keeping the 3DS, giving another reason to keep the 3DS alive at this point with what they're doing, announcing a new Pokemon game for Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and adding more to the Virtual Console library. It's just adding more and more value. And I don't know if you guys noticed it even until I yelled it out, but that was a 2DS XL screen that they were displaying the game on. So clearly they're trying to, you know, find a way to market it in there. I saw what you were doing, Pokemon Company. I saw what you were doing. Gosh, there's already an Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. That's also true. So it's like, it's kind of hard to say. Like, yes, there's these remakes of all these versions of these games that, Red and Blue were the only ones that just were never thrown onto a DS or 3DS outside of its original, you know, its original Game Boy games. Who here wants Pokemon to be real? Don't we all? Man, that'd be kind of dangerous, though. Just, there's a park out there. Just all the Pidgeys just, like, swarming at people. Pidgeot just, like, whirlwind the apartment down. I don't need that in my life. I don't need that in my life. Oh, man. I'd never be able to look into people's eyes. Dung! I'm looking at you, ha ha ha. By the way, are you going to change the name of Twitch channel JoAfterWork if you ever go full time? Nah, I'm always keep this. I will always keep this. Staying that way. Because it's more than just me. It's more a title for everybody. Because everyone has some form of work. Whether it's homework, or schoolwork, whether it's your real work. Everyone has some sort of form of work. So that's really what it's, you know, I just threw my name because, hey, I'm doing things. This is what I'm doing after work. But everyone else likes to enjoy doing things after work. That's sort of the gist. Everything in a nutshell of what the words behind it mean. Joe's gonna break it. I will never break my Switch. I will cry. Oh, cute. I want every one of them stuffed animals. By the way, oh gosh, an adult version. Don't send that my way. Don't send that my way. Hopefully they do. Reason to buy the 2DS XL. I wonder who bought one and is waiting to do an unboxing in July. I want a damn VR Pokemon game. Oh no, that's a little too real for me. I'll get lost in that game. Angel Rose. Which Pokemon is everyone's favorite? For me, personally, Red, but the Soul Silver, Gold, Gold Heart Gold, are probably the definitive versions of Red and Blue, to be honest. Of course, Pikachu for me, he's a classic and cute. Oh, you meant the actual Pokemon, not the game. My bad. Dirty work. Oh man, all right, cool. We're all caught up here. We're gonna dive into the details of what's going on here. Boom, here we go. Got my notes. Sorry you guys had to see that on the spotlight, but let's talk. All right, so we're gonna go with the first thing that they showed us in this Pokemon Direct. Nintendo Switch Pokken Tournament DX announced. Okay, yeah. I mean, this is a smart move for both Nintendo and Pokemon Company. Getting games, we talked about this a few weeks ago, I feel like, but getting games that were on the Wii U onto the Switch, I think that's important. Is it too early for Pokemon? No, because I think the reason they did this, specifically Game Freak, was because, or not Game Freak, this was Bandai Namco. This was Bandai Namco? Is that who does the Tekken series? Who does Tekken? I think it's Bandai Namco. If I'm wrong on that, someone will correct me. But whatchamacallit? Pokken Tournament, very, very important because I think that's going to test what they can do with a Pokemon game on the Switch. Because eventually, at some point, there's got to be a full-on traditional Pokemon game on the Nintendo Switch, whether that means they change up how the look and feel of that Pokemon game is represented on the Switch, moving from a 3DS, because, I mean, the 3DS has at least minimum another year to a year and a half left. I mean, it's coming. I mean, how many more iterations of the 2DS to 3DS are you going to be able to come out with to keep this thing alive? I think at some point within the next year and a half, you've gotta put the 3DS to bed and finally move on to the Switch. I'll be honest. I'm playing Fire Emblem Echoes on my 3DS, and there's a lot of games that are gonna be coming out this summer, all on the 3DS. But I wish they were on my Switch. So I like that they at least gave us this. It's not the Pokemon we want, but it's the Pokemon we need right now, because it's gonna test the boundaries, I feel like, for both Pokemon Company and Bandai Namco. Again, someone correct me if that's the people who made Tekken. Tecmo Co. No, it's Tech. See, this is gonna bother me. Hold on. Tekken is Bandai Namco. Thank you, L1. I was like, that's gonna bother me. I was like, Namco, Tecmo? No, it's Namco. It's Namco. Cool. Thank you. Both testing the waters with this game, and it's gonna be able to help them sort of more or less figure out what they want to do with this series. I mean, same thing with Intelligent Systems. Again, another Bandai Namco collaboration there with Fire Emblem Warriors. So this is a good step. I think with Mario Odyssey coming out in the fall, it's gonna split the audience. Some people are gonna buy Mario, some people are gonna buy Pokemon, very few are gonna buy both of those games. So the fact that you still have 3DSs selling very, very well still. I mean, it's the only handheld console still around. I mean, Vita, rest in peace. You're still you're still there, and there's still games coming out. But let's be honest, 3DS is the obvious choice amongst everyone. And everyone's going to want to buy a Pokemon game on their 3DS still. Not everyone has been able to buy a Switch yet. So you want to go where your audience is the largest, and that's what Pokemon Company is doing with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But Nintendo Switch whoa, what? Who was that? That was L1. Damn. Thank you for them bits. How many? I think that was 10. Thank you for the 10 bits, L1. With Darkrai, Scizor, Empoleon, Croagunk, and Decidueye all being added to the Nintendo Switch version. That's pretty cool. Get more characters. They would have clearly mentioned it here. I don't think they're going to add these as DLC characters. I think this is incentive to get, much like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was an incentive to kind of move to the Switch. There's going to be a same way where, hey, you're only going to get these characters on Nintendo Switch. So this is more or less, to make your move there. There's going to be a demo at E3. If I'm able to record myself inside E3, I will do that, because I downloaded this IRL TV app on my phone, which is supposed to enable me to live stream from my phone to Twitch. And I don't think reception's gonna work that well. L1 would probably be able to tell me better. But I definitely will try to catch whatever footage of whatever games I get to play. I know that there was also a weird thing when I went to the Nintendo NYC event in January. They had a not sign a thing, but they gave us a paper of like how long we can record certain things and how long we're able to talk about certain things that we played, which I'd imagine it's probably going to be the same thing here, maybe? I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work. This is my first E3 ever. Probably my only E3 ever, so I'll do what I can while I'm out there. But what do you guys think about Pokken Tournament DX on the Nintendo Switch. I like that they use DX. That kind of reminds me of the Game Boy Color games where everything was getting a remaster for the for the Game Boy Color, and they were adding they were taking old games like Link's Awakening DX, Tetris DX. Oh man, that's an old school term. Oh my goodness. Sometimes they don't want you to record, but I think that since this one's open to the public, it will be different. I hope so. I really hope so. I mean, if not, I totally understand. I can at least talk about it with you guys, which, I mean, is better than nothing. So I gotta take what I can get. Oh, man. What else we have here? If he creates to make it... Oh, doing the VR thing. Hunter, you crazy. You crazy, Hunter. Really want to buy... Venom says, I really want to buy a 3DS and not a Switch as much considering the monstrous price tag. Compared... Well, I mean, it's $100 more when you look at it. If you're buying a brand new... Well, also if you're buying 3DS XL and not the 2DS XL, because I think the 2DS XL is one... Gosh, I already forgot the price tag. I think it's $149 or $169? Some price like that. It's either $150 or $170 or something like that. But yeah, I could totally understand. I mean, as far as like bang for your buck, 3DS, 2DS lineup is clearly a better way to go. You have a giant library of 3DS games, plus you can play every single every single DS game, which the DS library was just monstrous. So, hey, can't blame you for that one. Cannot blame you for that one. But I want to play these games on my Switch. Oh, man. $149. Thank you. I'm like, I've been tested and passed. Well, then I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy. My goodness. All right, I think we're good here. Awesome. So we're going to move on from Pokemon Tournament DX to Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Nintendo, you're killing me right now. You're killing me. Why is my screen going black like that? I'm glad. Yep, it's still not frozen though, which is great. Oh man, I updated my capture card. There was an actual update that finally appeared on the website that was all the way from April. I don't know why it wasn't showing up for me until now, but I took care of it and everything seems to be working today. Let's move on from Pokemon to Pokemon. Yes. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Cliff Notes version, alternate story taking place, new Pokemon game. New Pokemon. And November 17th, 2017, which, let me look at the calendar real quick. That's going to put us... That's... Oh, man. 17th is a Friday. Which means, okay, so Thanksgiving is the 23rd. Black Friday is the 24th. That's ballsy. Whoa, my birthday's on a Friday. Yes! Sorry, I digress. Oh, man. That just made me super happy. Okay, so November 17th is a Friday. That makes sense. Most Nintendo games seem to be releasing on a Thursday or a Friday. Very rarely do they do Tuesdays to want everybody playing their game on weekends. It makes sense. That means there's a chance we might get a dual release of Mario Odyssey as their Switch game and Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon the same day. That's an early prediction. November 17th. I'm calling it. I'm gonna put my stamp down on that. Because if not, you're not gonna release it the day after Thanksgiving on Black Friday. No, no one's gonna buy it. Well, everyone's gonna buy it, but you know what I mean. They don't. Nintendo doesn't think that way. Oh man, that's tough. That is tough, man. November is gonna be expensive this year. It is every year, but it's gonna be especially expensive. My goodness. But I like that. This is kind of like Black and White 1 and 2 in terms of like sequels, because this game is taking place they said an alternate story taking place, so it could very well be same island, like same time frame that you're on these islands, but it might be a translation thing where it is like a few years later, like Black and White 2 were. So that's kind of cool. They're giving you, it's technically a sequel if that's the case. And I like how they're sticking with the theme for Ultra Beasts. So Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. We saw what looked like alternate versions of Solgaleo and Lunala, which they looked like they had like the black stuff going on, which maybe there's an Ultra Beast form of them, or I don't think that's their Mega Evolution form. I think they're going to stick with the Ultra Beast form stuff that they were working on with Pokemon Sun and Moon. So that's going to be interesting. I don't know how the hell I'm going to be able to play this and Mario Odyssey at the same time. This is getting difficult, guys. I quit. I give up on life. I'm done. I'm out. All right, that was it. Early retirement's over. I'm back to work. Here we go. Man, start saving now, folks. Exactly. Draco, what up? Dude, this is nuts. Yo. Because September, I'm already, September with Pokken Tournament DX in September 22nd, and also, segue, Pokemon, wow, I almost said their DS titles. Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Gold, Virtual Console, 3DS, same day. Like, they're real smart about the Pokemon Company. You're really smart about this. You see this? This is my wallet. This is my wallet. This would be nothing. There's a $5 bill to my name. Dude, you just emptied everything, Nintendo and Pokemon Company. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. I just made it rain $5 on myself. That's pretty funny. But, yeah. We're going to be able to play the original Gold and Silver versions, which, I had to say, 1999, bought that game, played it on my Game Boy Color, I think I had it at that point. Did Game Boy Color come out at that? Might have still been Game Boy Pocket, but at some point I was playing that game religiously on a Game Boy Color. Holy crap. Yeah, that Game Boy Color had to have been out already, because Game Boy Advance came out in 2000? 2001-ish? Somewhere around there. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that looks like a grown man's wallet. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah. You damn right. I still carry that around. I don't care. Judge me all you want. Man. But yes, Gold and Silver. I mean, what can I say about Gold and Silver? Timeless. It's one of my favorite Pokemon games. Red is still #1 for me. That just on so many personal levels, that game will forever like just be my game. Red specifically, because that's the first that was my Pokemon game right there when it came out. Silver was the version that I got, so I'm always leaning towards Silver, even though they're both the same versions. It's just different legendaries at that point. You either get Ho-Oh or you get Lugia. It's a great game. And then on top of that, you get to go back to you think you're done. You've had almost 20 years to play this game. Spoiler alert. You beat the Elite Four in the Johto region, and then you go back to the Kanto region, and you get to fight everybody in the Kanto region again. They found a way to fit the Kanto region into this game. Dude, oh my gosh, when I got to go back and just like go in with my overpowered Pokemon, because they didn't do this until Soul Silver and Heart Gold versions, where you got to freaking go back to Kanto and everyone that you fought was at the same levels that Red fought them at. So they didn't scale the enemies, so you could just like burn through most of the gyms if you wanted to, which was great. Oh man. Okay, Cutting, what's going on? K-Bob, what's going on? I've only played Pokemon Red. Now's the chance, K-Bob. Now is the chance. And then at the end, when you get all 16 badges, you can go freaking fight Red from Pokemon Red and Blue. And then you... Oh my god! Oh, and then you get to fight to figure out who's going to be the very best and no one ever was! Come on, man. Timeless. Timeless. Ah, sorry. I'm just really excited about that. Really excited. Will I have time to go back and play it? I'm going to pick up Silver version. And I'll probably play it for like a few hours, and I'll be like, all right, I'm good. I stopped at freaking I can't even remember where I stopped when I was in my Soul Silver file. I have it. So I have my 2DS. I'm sorry. I have my 3DS and DS games in. I think it's in my backpack. Actually, it should be. If not, it's next to my Xbox One. Oh my goodness. Looked for the prices. Only for the 3DS XL, and it looks like $240. Where are you looking at? They're the ones that the main one that they sell now is the Galaxy one. They stopped selling the black one for some reason. I know you could still find these things, but they charge a little bit more depending on where you go because Nintendo stopped selling them. It's like the only rip. It's crazy. But the $199 is the starting price for 3DS XLs. So if you see anything higher than that, unless it's some sort of bundle, I would not recommend picking it up. And I just realized I'm hiding the wrong boxes. Boom. Deadeye! Lurk mode on! Thank you for them bits. Thank you for them bitties. I love you, bro. And welcome, dude. Oh, yeah. I got all the Pokemon games older. Hell yeah, Hunter. That's what I'm talking about. Cunning, how you doing, bro? K-Bob, how you doing? Rip revenue. Oh my goodness. Out of control. So that comes out September 22nd, along with Pokken Tournament DX on the Nintendo Switch. And then again, the 3DS, you're getting Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Virtual Console, Pokemon Gold, Silver for 3DS. Guys, I'd love to hear what you guys think about all of this, but yeah, I'm done. I am done here. I am done for tonight. Unfortunately, I'm gonna stick around. I want to hear you guys' thoughts. What you guys think about the other stuff? Are you gonna be picking up Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon? Do you plan on revisiting the Johto and Kanto regions in Pokemon Silver and Gold? How many people are gonna pick up Pokken Tournament DX? I want to know. I'm actually curious about this. This could be another one of these multiplayer streams where I can play with you guys, and I'll get my butt whooped maliciously. I'm telling you, I am terrible at this game. I'll fry up the Wii U, and you can just see how terrible I am at this game. It is bad. It is cringeworthy. It's ridiculous. It is what it is. Okay, Cutting. Oh, crap. Oh, man. Nope. Nope for all of the above, says L1. Oh, man. But yeah, I guess, I mean, we did a full playthrough Pokemon Sun when the game came out. I guess it only makes sense if I buy Ultra Sun and do that walkthrough of Ultra Sun, right? Makes sense? I guess. Yeah. Man, we're going to have another Pokemon game to play in the fall. And we're going to have Mario Odyssey, Fire Emblem Warriors. Yo, fall hasn't even begun to flesh itself out with Nintendo. And we're already getting 2 mega hits in November. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Draco, there's another Pokemon game? You didn't know, bro? You didn't know? Come on, bro. 240. Oh, dude. That's right. Sorry. Didn't realize that, Venom. That makes sense. That makes sense. Jeez. Tell me it's fake. It ain't fake. It ain't fake, bro. It's fake, bro. No. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that, Draco. Damn. All right. So, wow. We hit 45 minutes. We talked about that for 45 minutes. I think 20 minutes of that was me going, oh, why? Oh, gosh, guys, what? Oh, I think that was about 20 minutes. You could probably make a video out of that. Oh, man. But before we go, some housekeeping notes. Streams to a limit this week. Unfortunately, guys, I'm getting ready to fly out to LA Saturday morning. So I'm like in the midst of getting everything ready in terms of like how the hell I'm gonna be able to stream out there. Hotel has Wi-Fi, which is great. I don't know how great the Wi-Fi is gonna be, but I'm doing my best to try to keep the stream alive for the Nintendo Treehouse stuff. Maybe we could have some fun with it, depending on how. I plan on doing things like outside of E3 stuff, like with the missus and stuff. You know, family time. Personal time, you know, with the missus and stuff like that, so that way we can go out, have dinner, you know, go to some shows or something like that, or like just roam LA and stuff like that. And then, you know, I want to chill out with some of you guys that are out there in LA. That's going to be awesome. I know Seek wants to do his 300 followers special video and record that wherever we end up going. I guess Deadeye will keep me posted on where he wants to go. So L1, Hunter, Seek, Deadeye, if you guys are watching this, I know 2 of you guys are watching this, 3 of you guys are watching this, but we'll set up a group DM and we'll figure that out, because I want to record that. I want to get some recording on that. That, packing up, cleaning up around here, and just like, I got to get this laptop situation figured out. I got Windows 10 on my MacBook Pro, and it's just like, there's so many drivers that aren't available for Windows 10, so I think I'm just gonna redo everything and just keep it at Windows 8.1, but I don't know how that's gonna affect XSplit and all my capture card situations, because I know Elgato's new software only works with Windows 10, so it's just like, everything happening. I'm like, I just want to get one thing to work. Is that where Seek and Deadeye are eating spicy stuff? Yes, it is. That's gonna be it. Still have an AC adapter for a distortion pedal from guitar. Nice. Oh my goodness. I got my pedals and my Boss GT5 in my in bins down the room. I was gonna say down the hallway. Down the room. Down the hallway is what I meant to say. Venom. Oh man, I haven't used that thing in years. Jeez, you make me want to play. Sweet, says Hunter. Damn right. L1, if they do, they will both explode. Oh man, it's fun to see people in pain for once, other than me eating these spicy wings. I can't. My stomach, guys. Last time we streamed, I said I gained like 20 to 30 pounds in the last 2 years. I gained 40 pounds. I weighed myself. I have never been this heavy in my life. I gotta shed the pounds. I gotta shed the LBs. I can't be doing this. Then we have to record that, you know, for posterity. I got you, L1. I like where you're going with this. Oh man. Jeez, man. And we hit we're close to 2 milestones. This is crazy. First off, we're almost at 300 followers, guys. Thank you everybody that's been following here on Twitch. I love every single one of you peeps. 277. We're 23 away from 300. That's nuts. That is insane. That's absurd. Stop following me. And I just noticed we hit 7,000 concurrent views, which that's nuts. How many people are actually watching this stuff? This is crazy. Y'all are insane. I love you guys. I love everyone that's been hosting. Ghost of Goblin, Jamily, OK Cunning, True Pretty Tony, Goldheart, I Am Chongo, Sonic Master. Thank you guys for the hosting. Oh man, gonna lose some pounds playing arms. Nah, I'm just getting real jacked on my arms. I got like very little flab on my arms. It's all right here and right here. It's bad. It's an ugly sight. That's why I'm always wearing hoodies. I feel more comfortable in a hoodie. I've always been a hoodie person, but within reason. I love me wearing my plaid shirts, but man, it's at a point I exclusively wear hoodies now outside. I just feel completely uncomfortable. Oh man. Be right back. Dinner shenanigans time. Draco, I will see you later. We're going to be ending the stream shortly. But we're going to be doing a vodcast. We tried one out yesterday. I'm going to try another one again today. So bear with me here. We're going to go into a slight pause. I'll through the break time screen our intro screen that I normally put up, and then we'll go into the vodcast. So let's actually dive in. We're gonna go to Video Manager, and I gotta add stuff, right? That's how I do this. That's how you do it, huh? Yeah. Remember the time where you go into collections and that's how you add the videos? Not collections, the people that want your money, but collections on Twitch. Oh man, wicked sweet. Yeah, look at this. Oh my god, L1 Metal Gaming! Oh! With another 10 bits, thank you! Oh my goodness, later you both enjoy. Oh my goodness, Hunter, I will catch you later, sir. Let's see. I know I said I was gonna go into the blackout screen, and I didn't. Womp. So you know what? Really? I only uploaded No, I uploaded all the Outlast 2 stuff. I was gonna throw the Outlast stuff, but I guess not. Wow. Alright, so here we go. I'm gonna start adding these Breath of the Wild. I'm gonna throw up Breath of the Wild, if that's the case. How do I do this? How am I doing this? Alright, I'll do this part off stream. So guys, once again, I want to thank everybody that jumped in tonight. I'm gonna throw up a vodcast. I gotta finish taking care of a few things here. I'm like losing my mind before I go, and I haven't even started to think about like what I'm gonna do while I'm there yet. That's a whole other beast within itself that I gotta figure out. My goodness, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is the Afterwork show. Normally it's a weekly show. We're gonna do 2 today. I mean 2 this week. We have another episode tomorrow. We're gonna be doing E3 predictions, and there we go. We're back onto this. Show is thick. Nah, I'm just husky. Oh my goodness. But every week, get your Nintendo news filled here on twitch.tv/JoAfterWork. You can find the breakout videos not just here on Twitch, but over on youtube.com/JoAfterWork. You can follow me at JoAfterWork, where you can keep updated on all the breakout videos that I post to YouTube and Twitch. And sometimes I talk about wrestling on there, and I rant, and I get really upset about that stuff. So you can watch me rant on Twitter about wrestling stuff sometimes if you're into that. What else do I do on Twitter? I retweet a lot. I do that a lot as of late, just because it's easier than me saying, hey, here's what's going on. I retweet the links to the things that I would normally read out to you guys, so that way you have the information straight from the source. From the source. You see, the source. This is the source in my hand. Feeding it to you. The source. But for everything else, you can always tune in Thursday or Fridays, and there will be some sort of after-work show where I'm talking about news for about an hour and a half, and then we play video games over the weekends. Friday nights, 8 p.m. to midnight. Saturday nights, 6 p.m. to midnight. And then Sundays, you know, we're going to do some playbacks, vodcasts, and such. So, it's going to be fun. All weekend, every weekend. Just not this weekend because of E3 coming up. But other than that, we've been pretty consistent for the last 6 to 7 months, I gotta say. Sans that Memorial weekend. Guys, I'll see you all later. Be safe the rest of this week. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of the Afterwork Show. I'm not making sense anymore because my brain is like thinking a million things. So take care. Love y'all.